Tanya Taylor is an author and a financial coach who is helping individuals and small business owners to manage their finances and build wealth. She's here now with more. Tanya, you have this new book coming out, Broke to Wealth: How to Build a Strong Financial Foundation, Implement Effective Strategies, and Sustain Financial Growth. What inspired you to write this book?
So I wrote this book because I felt that we're currently in an economy where there's a lot of gloom, and people feel like there is no way that they can move forward in terms of their finances. And as someone who came to America at 16 with $100 undocumented, I wanted to share not just my story, but also the story of others that I have helped along the way who've been able to get out of really dire financial circumstance and still be able to build wealth. So the idea of the book was to take individuals step by step through the process of understanding what are the basics that they need to understand, and then what can they do once they've put the basics in place, and also just to really inspire people as well.
And what are three of the biggest things that women should think about when it comes to their finances? You really focus in on what women can do in this book.
Yes, yes. So, really, women, often when we read about women in finances, you hear that women, a lot of them are head of households, but they're just not, they're afraid when it comes to finances. And I really want women to empower themselves and to think about, create a financial plan. That's the first thing. Every woman should have a financial plan, and that starts with having a budget. And budget is so scary for a lot of people, but they can just start with, okay, how much money do I have coming in and what am I spending on? Create that budget and understand how your financial flow is. And then next, you want to minimize debt, because that's going to help you to now start saving. And the third thing I want women to do is to learn how to invest. That's an area that women are just not entering, and that's a way to build wealth. And I want all of us as women to start building wealth. And so I really want them to learn how to invest and start building wealth for themselves.
You also dedicate some time in your book to the younger audience. So what advice, financial advice, would you give a younger audience that wants to save and invest and do all those things?
Very similar to what I would say to women. A lot of the younger audience now, they feel like having a home is out of reach, and with very good reasons, right? And even with the income that they're making and then having to go out and pay rent, they feel like they can't save. They don't know what retirement is going to look like. And so for the younger audience, I really want them to take a step back and start thinking creatively about what they can do. They too need to have a budget. They need to understand where their money is going. But one of the things that I do want to say to younger audience too is that there are many like-minded individuals. Form a group together, and then if you can't invest on your own, invest in a group. And that's a great way for you to start collectively think about how we can build wealth together. I share in the book how I started an investment club with some friends at 25. We had no money. We had $50 where we started investing with just $50, and over time it grew. And so I want younger audience to start thinking about that as well. We all have passions that we can use to monetize. So really think beyond just the 9 to 5 job, which is perfectly fine, but you can also add additional income onto that with skill set that you already have. And with technology today, it's not as difficult as one might think.
And finally, where can people find you?
They can go to growyourwealth.com, growyourwealth10x.com. That's my website. I am also on Facebook, Tanya Taylor, as well as on Instagram, growyourwealth10x.com.
All right, Tanya, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me.